Greetings, travelers! It is I, the Artful Bard, and welcome back to another episode of Keepers, Daggers of Darkhold. In our last session, where we left off, the party is enjoying themselves, a little bit of music, a bit of dancing, and a whole lot more of intrigue, as we found some shocking revelations. Malum's sister, Zeta, was also attending the ball, tonight's gala, which sent shivers down our good cleric's spine. Friggin' we found out Zago Armand also knows a good deal about Izumi and their line of work, and has something of a grudge against them for interfering with their business. The party also found out Beatrix Thrain might not be as benevolent as she appears to be, seemingly having a bit of familiarity with Vizago Armand. However, the party has also made a few contacts where Izumi has procured a job to explore a dungeon. Zackary and Maramil secured a business arrangement to escort a nobleman to another country with some bodyguard work. And after a bit of a kerfuffle with some elven dignitaries, Maramil has decided to take a little bit of a breather.
What's the elven equivalent of a smoke break?
The elven equivalent of a smoke break, friggin' tea time.
Yeah.
Friggin' tea time.
Yeah, exactly, Marvel. Just like, when doing like the free refreshments, I grab like a cup of tea with like something like sugar and just
or is performing a trance to a previous life where they actually did smoke. That's
okay, so where we last left off, cutting over to Malum, who is walking up to another table. Unlike the other tables, sitting at this table are three hardy adventurers: a minotaur, a hobgoblin, and a half-orc. Singing rowdily, somewhat causing a scene, but not enough to stir the guards. More to the ire of some of the other more dignified nobles. So, who do you talk to, Malum?
Like I told you, Malum is talking. We'll also be listening in to the gossiping nobles.
Okay, alright, so...
I have no doubt that Malum would be able to do this, but my first thought was like, do you need to make like a concentration check? Like, because I can't listen to two people talk at once.
I, in real life, can.
Also, not sure if this is intentional, but I'm pretty sure that the one on the right side, I'm pretty sure that's just like a Photoshop face of Travis Willingham.
It kinda do look like Travis Willingham.
You zoom in on the token there, Bart?
Hold on. Okay, friggin' Chip Z. Yeah, he does!
Yeah.
Just looks like Travis would have a lot. So yeah. Hello? Hello there. Are you enjoying the party? The half-orc kind of sees you come over while their two buddies just start getting sloshed.
Fair enough. It's late enough, you know.
Oh, I having a great time here. What about you? Oh,
This Minotaur looks over to you, and he says, "Ugh, so this party, if it weren't for booze, party would be boring. It's not like if a real party go to drunk, there is kegs of ale as far as I can see. The dance of no silly waltzes. There's the dance of swords." Only reason came to Zila was because of fighting tournament tomorrow.
you're gonna participate? Oh,
Yeah, going to trying out for Gladiators Guild. Big sponsor for fighting tournament.
I have no doubt that you can make it.
Oh, come on, Ned. I mean, you're tough and all, but you might get Creed. Malum, do not disrespect. Do not disrespect. This is big chance. Also, they will not. These wimpy warriors of Zila have yet to face the might of a minotaur of wrong. And kind of slamming his fist down, damn near knocking the table over. Hey, watch it, Ned. Sorry,
Now,
table's not as hardy.
don't underestimate your opponents. That's the first mistake most people make.
Bah. What the? It's not like it's going to be magic in fight. Rule number 1, no spell casting. Only weapon and wit.
Even then, strength's not everything in fight.
You must not be from Drang. In Drang, there is old proverb. Might make right. That is how we settle any arguments or have our different leaders. We do not have these kings or dukes or patricians. We have a warlord, and whoever beat warlord in fight is new warlord.
Sounds interesting. And what about you two?
Well, we kind of came over here because, well, someone had to watch the big guy, cheer him on for his big debut. Also, we were also looking for some other adventurers to come help out. Hey, don't worry this guy about it. He'll be fine. We don't.
No. Please continue. What do you need? What are you looking for? And
Well,
why?
well, up in the foothills there was a war band coming around, and well, some of the nobles over near the outlying towns, they don't really seem to get the fact of, well, a war party coming around, going out for a raid. Well, these guys might be a bit tougher than their usual bandits and outlaws. Whole goblin. There's a goblin war party being led by a hill giant.
Sounds fun. And what kind of adventures are you looking for?
Some folks who can hold their own and maybe delay and maybe push them back. Heck, you'll need an army to face. You probably need a decent army or such to take these guys on.
Army or just some people playing it smart? Anyway, if you are truly looking for adventures, this is the place to do it. As Malum on the table puts the business card of the Keeper's Guild.
What does it say? Guard is a bit small print. Keeper's benevolent mercenary company. You're a mercenary?
That's one of my many things, yes.
Well, if Daggy here thinks you guys are top notch or whatever, these guys, they've been raiding for a bit. They should have a bit of money on them. And you found side quest number 3 on the warpath.
So, you guys have any idea how many goblins we're talking about?
It was hard to tell, but there was a big group of them. They've got a camp out in the desert, so it'll be a good ride away.
Well, inform the guild about it, and I'm sure they are happy with business.
Alright. We'll try and come up with a reward.
Oh, and that?
Yeah.
I will be celebrating for you tomorrow. You want me to come to the stadium itself, or?
There is going to be fight ring tomorrow night. It'll be in the little... What this neighborhood they said it was again? Little Sigil? Something like that? But yes. Well, I shall have a new fan. What is your name? What is your name, my dark elf friend?
Malum Umbra of the House of Luther.
Just like the like like one of his like teammates just like elbows him like you can't call them that.
Well, Malum, you shall see me become newest member of Gladiators Guild, and bring glory to Drong.
That's how I like to hear it.
If you're listening in on the gossiping nobles, roll me a d6.
Wait, who's this?
Malum. Okay, he rolled a 3. Malum, you would hear some whispers from the crowd over here. Did you hear in the news that Beatrix Strain was here? Well, I heard a rumor that supposedly she was ousted from her own family. Whatever military rank she's got left is probably all she's going for.
No.
Meanwhile, Zackary, what are you doing?
Well, Zackary was just kind of left to his own devices after the exchange with Maramil last session.
He was told to look after everyone, which means that he was given authority.
Look after everyone. So, he's going to kind of think, what have I seen like nobles do in like this type of like pompous ass fucking parties? And he remembers people often grab some snacks, right? So he's gonna grab like a couple of snacks from this table here. He doesn't actually need to eat or drink as a Damphir, but he tries to keep him
as a Damphir.
Actually, let's check. That's a good question.
Because I don't ask out of the stat book. I just ask because I've never seen him eat anything ever.
Oh, he has eaten before. Okay, I don't need to breathe. Right? That's the same thing about not needing to eat or drink. He has eaten before. When we sat down for breakfast at the safe house.
Okay. I thought he was just picking out his food and not actually eating, but that's fair enough.
It's just he doesn't like being seen eating.
Which is fair enough.
What's it called? Zackary realizes, alright, looking after everybody, that's a little bit too vague. Also, you saw somebody run all way the fuck to the edge of the map. What's it called? Look after everybody. How would Zackary interpret this? Kind of following the sort of this fucking conspiracy theorist-esque train of thought. It's well, Father Maramil said that I should look after everybody. Looking after perhaps doesn't mean oversee, but so much as the other meaning of taking care of. Everyone is a bit of a vague term. They can't possibly mean everybody in this room. So what does everyone mean? He does the calculations in his mind, as the little equations begin popping out around him. If he was a clockwork soul sorcery, that would probably look a little bit better. What's it called? But he realizes, look after everybody equals make sure nobody gets into trouble. Who's the persons who's the person at parties who's the most prone to get into trouble out of our group? Well, that would be Izumi, the arsonist. What's it called? So he interprets Maramil's command as make sure Izumi doesn't get into trouble. So he'll be
I imagine
doing
what happens is like Zackary, like Terminator style, like hones in on Izumi and just starts like
Ding-ding.
walking, like with complete purpose in his eyes. Straight
with a
towards-
platter of snacks and a drink in hand.
Meanwhile, Izumi just finished up talking with Clara the Canaan about the info. Hey, find me at this hotel here. I'll be here for like 5 days. If you can't find me after that, look me up in Arzia.
Look me up on Vortielite.
Understood. Izumi turns around and sees Zackary holding drinks. Is that for me?
I think so. I grabbed them because it was a social thing to do.
How many are you holding?
So I imagine he has the platter of like snacks on one hand, and then I'll say he's holding he's holding 3 drinks, no, 2 drinks in between, like 4 of his fingers, basically. Like, I imagine they're like the champagne, sort of like thin ass fucking like cups that they serve at these like fancy parties.
Mm-hmm.
So
Izumi will
yeah,
take both if you allow it.
I don't think he really has the mind to stop you. So
Thank you. And she slowly begins making her way towards Silas Blackmore and just lets know that, like, thanks Samira, and lets her know to just be on standby again.
Kind of nods and says, "Alright, I'll be with Madam Nightshade. She's nice."
Once again,
yes.
Zackary's going to be Izumi's drinking buddy.
Right as Samira begins to, before Samira walks away,
Yeah.
Zackary just says, yes, Madam Nightshade, be very careful with this one young, whatever your name was.
Samira.
Right, the assistant. Young miss,
Yes.
be very careful with Madam Nightshade. She did ask me and Mr. Malum to go to a particular thing that she referred to as the room, the velvet room, I believe. Do not accompany her up to that room, whatever it may be. I made this warning quite clear before the night started.
Like, I like how, in a normal sense, yes, that is a, yeah, don't be going to, like, a friggin' a place of business where a lady of the or ladies and gents of the evening be working, but in different context. But in the context that they actually have, no,
Go
they
to a secondary location.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, y'all two go over to Silas Blackthorn. In a table off to the corner, filled with different glasses of champagne, a perturbed bodyguard looks over the half-drunk human Silas Blackthorn.
Damn, only half drunk?
Remember, he was pre-gaming earlier.
Yeah. Oh no, I just assumed that he was drinking more. It's been a while, like he hasn't grabbed any more drinks.
I mean, maybe he has, but can just hold that much.
Yeah, he can hold his liquor.
I still
Yeah,
can't get over
respect.
I still can't get over the fact he just looks like Gavin from the Slow-Mo guys.
Yeah, Gavin from Slow Guys, Chris Pratt if he was Gortash, the friggin' dude from Top Gear. I heard it all from y'all jokers the first time you saw his token.
Those numerous aliases on the wiki.
Okay, so you walk up to him, the bodyguard looks up over at you two, and she says, excuse me, do you have business with Mr. Blackthorn?
Yes.
We brought
As
snacks.
Izumi sits down, puts one drink next to herself and one next to Silas.
Kind of raising his head, hearing the familiar clink
Clink.
of glasses on the table as someone's brought him a drink. Well, it's all right. Matilda, these people, they come with drinks. They must be friends.
Yes.
Cheers. And who are you?
Hold on, let me just remember. Lady Halifax.
Never heard of you.
Takes another swig.
Izumi just sips a drink.
Zackary just awkwardly puts like the snack platter in between the two of them, and maybe like grabs one for himself. And he's just like, to your health, and he just eats one.
So, what brings you to my little corner of Patrician's Gala here?
I came to drink.
Oh, sounds nice, Halfix. So what? Are you on the council? Are you looking for political favors? What? Not everybody just comes up just to drink, unless you're one of the boys. You don't look like any of my co-workers. Are you one of my co-workers?
Izumi just kind of like tilts her head. One of the boys. She just repeats it.
Sir, well... Well, Halifax, you seem like a good sort. So what's good with you?
Not much. Izumi takes a sip.
And what about you? You look pale as a ghost. Here, have a drink. Get this man a drink. Sir, but look, I'll pay you to help me to be an assistant, and I'd like you to assist these good folks in getting them a drink. Okay, sir. She just begrudgingly goes over to the bar.
Ghost, sir, I assure you, I am quite physical.
No. If you're one of the boys, and whenever there's business, there's drinks involved.
Miss Izumi, I don't know why he keeps saying one of the boys, and I'm kind of scared to ask.
Izumi just whispers, I don't know either.
I once heard of a saying that goes, the boys are back in town, but I'm not sure if that's what we are those boys that this man is referring to.
Hate y'all so much.
What kind of boys are we then?
What's up?
I was gonna ask, like, would Sumire be able to, like... actually, I'll say that she'll sit over here. Would you be able to kind of, like, hear Zackary and Izumi's, conversation? In order to, like,
I'd say
provide
so.
some support?
I say so, yeah, because how loud friggin' Silas is.
Yeah. So, Sumira is going to use message into like both of Zackary and Izumi's mind and just kind of say, I'm not entirely sure what the slang boys refers to. Mr. Constantine goes to his local wine garden and starts yelling, boys, 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 every other month. I believe it's a term of familiarity. And it has no qualms with actual gender.
In that case, Mr. Blackthorn, we are indeed them boys, as we are known around the town.
Yeah. Well, Tula, get them. You got the drinks? Yes, sir, I have a few drinks. Good! And he just drinks one of them. That was meant for one of you. And she just looks perturbed like, I do not get paid enough for this. And then just answer.
Yeah, Malum starts walking up. I heard I had a feeling someone doesn't get paid enough. You know, there is a...
Oh yeah.
Zackary will turn to Izumi and just say, Miss Izumi, I'm having a hard time believing that this is the man that we're supposed to befriend in this event.
Wait, we're meant to befriend him?
Is he not the Silas Blackthorn we were told about?
Izumi just looks back at him and just like thinks for a moment.
Matches description.
Like, we had a target?
I mean, I believe we did. Even myself, now I'm having some second thoughts about this.
Oi!
Oh, apologies, Mr. Blackthorn. We did not mean to exchange secrets in front of you. We were merely discussing,
we are one of the boys.
Exactly, yes. It's a good thing to be one of the boys. One of the best feelings in the world, if I may say so myself.
If anything, we should have a toast.
I feel like we had a lot already.
Come on, what should we talk? How fixing the what's your name?
Zackary, just Zackary, and
Well,
I will.
Zack-
And one day you will know me as one of the greatest musicians of our generation and time and world and era and reality.
Hey, he's a bard.
Yes, I was directing the orchestra earlier in the night. You probably didn't notice, which is insulting, frankly. But but I did. I got run off the stage by some hack. So, well, there goes that particular highlight of the evening.
I believe we should toast to a new business deal, which we should make right now.
That was pretty fast.
Toast a new business. But it's the new business. Well, Tilly, get in on the toast. Sir, you know I'm your designated driver. Come on, it's just a toast. She just gets an empty cup and just clinks it and pretends to drink. Because he is too drunk to realize, oh, there is still alcohol, if there is alcohol or not. Well... and kind of in more of a hushed tone and looking a bit more serious. Well, on point of business, I'm kind of glad that the old constables rounded up those upstarts at the dock a couple months ago. Try muscling in on business, and you don't come ruffling feathers unless you want to deal with the owlbear.
Yes, indeed. He looks at Zackary for like help.
I love these two so much.
Yeah.
Zackary has the 1,000 yard stare. But what's it called? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, Sumeri is going to, like, message you. Like, she's literally just, like, you know, like, the fucking, like, video game, like, tutorial tabs that'll pop up. She's just like, you were at the docks, you were responsible for that.
Ah. Should we tell him? What's it called?
Well, the warehouse you were at was near the docks, where you beat up Karthos and shiz.
Zackary will speak up and say, "Ah, yes, of course, the incident at the docks. The incident at the docks that resulted in the constables arresting someone. That incident.
The incident that we were at?
Exactly. It may
Well,
no...
Izumi, you someone. You shot several people, and it was really cool.
I shot...
People spoke about you.
I shot several people and it was really cool, and then the constable came.
So you're the one. So you're the one who. So you ended up busting it up for the
Yes, but do not
guards
tell,
came.
but do not tell anyone. For our involvement must be kept a utmost secret. We are sharing this information with you because you seem like a
You
very
were one of the boys.
Exactly. A very upstanding boy at that.
You know. And actually, give me an insight check.
Sure, I'll give you an insight check.
Yeah, both of you. Yeah,
Okay.
all three of y'all's.
3?
Sumire as well.
Alright, let's see. No.
12. Don't really get anything. Insight 17 and 22. You know, for somebody who's been drinking a whole lot, when he seems incredibly. Yeah, he's particularly lucid. Like, almost like the alcohol don't do much to him.
Ah, he's a fucking rum domain cleric. Zackary will, I guess, yeah, once we say, yeah, we're sharing this information because you're one of the boys, a very upstanding boy at that. Zackary will kind of follow that up by saying, but yes, we were very much deeply involved. It was an interesting venture involving subterfuge, backstabbing, double-crossing, avid amounts of dialogue, as well as, of course, what other event like that would be capped up without a bit of action for the sake of the audience.
You know, Zeke, you and Hal Forks are good folks. You help take care of nip a bit of a problem in the bud, and well, you seem to be decent sorts. Actually, hold up. Let me look something up real quick.
While you're doing, while Silas is talking, like Zackary just turns to Izumi and does like the thumbs up of like, I think this is going very well.
Izumi just nods and takes another swig.
Oh, Miss Izumi, you should share with this man about your exploits in a particular encounter. You did in fact shoot a lot of people, but I think more than that, you were instrumental in making sure none of them got away safely.
I thought you guys used to share with this man, like, pass him your champagne glass.
No.
Zackary just not really understanding the concept of, like, drinking with other people. It's like, you, like, share the same glass, right? Like,
Just pass over drinks to this man.
I mean, he still understands some social cues. Not a lot,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of them weren't erased when his mind got touched by the fucking deep space.
Let's see. Actually, okay, I'm pulling this out, So, since you're, good enough folks, and you the boys, figured, well, thank you. Well, how fakes? Ain't it your birthday? Ain't your birthday? And well, actually no. Yeah, I think it is your birthday coming up, and well, gonna throw you a bit of a party. Not taking no for an answer.
Does this man know your birthday, Miss Izumi?
do you know your birthday, does he, Izumi?
Izumi will come up with a birthday in a bit. I haven't looked right now.
Actually,
Does he know my actual birthday? For purposes of this?
because of your background, give me an insight check with advantage.
Okay. Bam.
Would I have been able to provide a bardic inspiration?
I'll say sure. You can give Izumi Bark inspiration.
Roll a d6. I keep forgetting it's a d6, not a
Okay.
d8.
Bam.
Yeah.
Ooh, down.
13. Okay. So you beat the DC. Man's is speaking to you and thieves can't.
Wait,
Okay.
Izumi, do you know Thieves Can?
No, I actually don't. I'm a fighter wizard.
Yeah, but wait, so don't you have the criminal background? I swear the criminal background gives you Thieves Can, right?
I allow
doesn't.
people who do have the criminal background take thieves can't.
Okay, so because so it doesn't by default it doesn't. But would you say that Izumi that Katya can just add that to her sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
always homebrew like, hey, if you
Yeah.
have like criminal or pirate background, you just know thieves can't.
Yeah, like I always assumed it did, but yeah, I guess it doesn't.
Okay, that's added to my list sheet.
Okay. So, since you figured out, oh yeah, in thieves can't, man says, hey, you did good work, and might be a reward in it for you, and this is an offer you can't refuse. So either take it or you go, or we gonna axe you.
Ah, yes, my birthday party. Of course. If you could organize that, I'll be thankful.
Well, thank you. Also, looking up, looking at the menu, Tilly, write this down. Yes, sir. Well, might have some, pain a la chocolate. And first for appetizer, and Thieves can't, since you know Thieves can't, he's like, hey, gonna have an anonymous client to bring you your, and you wanna think I should bring a side? Maybe like a salad or something. Low maintenance, easy work for. And also, we should bring out a couple more drinks for your party. Thinking white or red wine. You want a big payment? Thinking maybe a big or a small, reasonable or a large payment for doing a good job.
Like, for asking me how much I want, or?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say red wine, so big payment.
Alright. And, So, with that, Marks, for your for your present, might send it to, should I send it to Plainview Path or over or Fairhaven Lane? Do you want it sent to us? Do you want to meet up at a safe house or outside of town? Fairhaven Lane's safe house. Plainview Path is outside of town.
Fairhaven Lane.
Alright.
I do not know that place, and I've lived in Sila for quite a while.
Yeah, you have no idea. They just planted some birthday party. You have no idea.
Zackary still fully believes this is like some form of birthday party. So he's, trying to kind of follow along with the conversation. He just asks, what about the party's entertainment? Should we provide one as well?
Hold up, let's see. Entertainment.
I
And
don't
the
know what the fuck that
thing for
means.
entertainment. Entertainment. Is there a thing for entertainment? Huh. Eh. Oh, there is. Oh, you see, you see him kind of perk up a bit, like.
Izumi, what does Izumi know Zackary just fucking said?
Mm-hmm.
Um. Well, you might. Well. Well, see, seeing as you's a bard, and it's gonna be on Fair Haven Lane, should be some bard singing of this for decades. Basically, he's saying, "Oh yeah, you entertainment. Yeah, there's gonna be." Basically, Zackary asks, "Hey, what we expecting over there?" And basically, Silas just says, "Hey yo, we got eyes on the place, so watch your step."
Very well, very well. How many guests should we be preparing for?
Because obviously Izumi knows Thieves Scan. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is Izumi thinking?
Like, don't Zackary knows Thieves Can't, or
He's saying the right things.
You say, like you actually saying the right things. Looking off my Thieves Can't translator on the friggin' document I got. How many guests you expecting? You actually. Let's see. Hey! Just a couple of old mates. Nothing too fancy. Basically translate it to fellow guild members of mine. So the rest of his gang's gonna be there.
The whole new gang to come.
I see. Refreshments, how would those be arranged?
Like Miss Harfax say some red wool. Well, Miss Harfax insisted on some red wine. Be willing to oblige.
Zackary just turns to Izumi and is like, red wine for a birthday party, and just red wine seems like a little too little, right, Miss Halifax?
You see his brow furrow like,
I believe we can leave the discussion for the vintage for later. Let's keep it red wine for now.
Very well. Should we account for accommodations for our guests' transportations? Yes, I know what to point out.
oh,
Fucking party plan a little bit more.
yo, hold on.
Well, all Zackary knows his friend just like, suddenly has a birthday party and like he didn't fucking know. Like, so he's like, fuck, guys, we need to make this good.
Well, eh, well, of course, it's fair. It's Fairhaven Lane, over ne- over near over near the North Docks. Say about dusk. Sound reasonable?
What the fuck you say?
So safe house, uh, tomorrow night at dusk.
Looks at Izumi. Well, Miss Alphax, this is your birthday party, so does this sound well to you?
Yeah, this sounds good to me.
Well, pleasure doing business with you. Just both.
This is a birthday party.
Birthday party is serious business. No food? Sadly, no, Marijn. Zackary tried to see if there could be some food like to accompany the refreshments, but apparently we are only stuck with red wine.
Oh, you go ask. You asking about food?
Yeah, that's what
Well,
Zackary
he
was referring
did.
to.
He did mention like an appetizer, like paying our chocolate, aka, hey, some anonymous clients are gonna bring you some money over at the safe house.
Yeah, like when Zackary asked, like, red wine seems a little too little for like a birthday party, right? There must be more. That's what he was referring to. Like, there has to be like more food? Question mark. But yeah, when Izumi like says like, yeah, everything checks out. Zackary's still kind of confused. Like, he thinks he followed along on the conversation here. But he just also kind of like nods at the silence.
Well, Terry. Well, second course we going. Well, first course we're gonna have escargot. So yeah, you're gonna collect your payment. And second course, some scallops. Over at the guild hall. Actually no. He'll say like, we might have a casserole made for you. So ask me later if you want some more details. And for dessert, well, won't be having any. Well, there's gonna be some frozen cream. Well, this will just be discreet. This is gonna be a discreet handoff.
What's it called? Like, Madam Nightshade would just kind of like see Samira. Like, she doesn't like explode to like yell or anything, because I don't think she's her vocal cords are capable of that. But you just see like a birthday party with no cheesecake.
And
that's not a thing that people do nowadays, right?
It's a bit of a special gathering. She's in the know.
Yeah, she is in the know. And like Samira's like, yes, I know it's a birthday party, but just because you're an adult doesn't mean that you are banned from cheesecake.
She looks over at Aisha, and in Infernal she says, well, if anyone speaks Infernal, they would hear, oh, sweet summer child. Don't lose your innocence. Alrighty. And Cutting over to Maramil, you taking a bit of a breather on the balcony.
Yeah, just sipping some fucking tea as I stare off into, like, apparently fucking Aurora Borealis.
It's not Aurora Borealis, it's fireworks show.
Oh, fair enough.
It's a
Yeah,
fireworks show overlooking in the garden.
I assume, like, nobody's really out here, like, on the balcony.
No. Nobody's at the balcony.
Not yet, at least. Fucking, I saw the Zargo fucking striding over.
So yeah. So you, as you're enjoying the fireworks show going on, you would see two individuals head out on the balcony, a little ways away. Vizago Armand and the woman who had a very nice midnight blue dress and what seems to be a black vest.
What's it called? Kind of like, if they're like, so are they like intentionally like, you know, like going, you know, staying away from me, or are they like what's the vibe here?
It's
Have they just made their way over there because they want to like have a private chat with each other, or what's going on?
With your insight, you get the feeling they kind of ducked off to have like a private conversation. And given how I guess if would Samiri have sent that info over to Maramil?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
So you know, ayo, friggin' Vizago Armand over here, real shifty guy. So might be up to something.
Yeah, I'll give me a quick moment to like browse through my spell. I don't think I have any form of like actual like scribing or anything, because that's like much more high level, isn't it? But I'm just like looking through my spells to see if I have anything. Like, what's clairvoyance? And the casting time is 10 minutes, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'm not really able to like spy on them, but I'm
like you can listen in without magical interference.
yeah. If it's close enough, then yeah, I'd like to listen in.
All right, give me a perception check.
Okay. No, I don't need guidance. Well, actually, I do, but I'm not gonna give myself guidance. 15.
Just enough.
Awesome.
Okay, so the fireworks kind of muffle out some of it, though you do hear a bit of their conversation. Well, Miss Beverin. I heard through the grapevine that your little operation, your little factory up in Clype went up in smoke. Real shame. And what is a minor setback in a major operation. Now, what exactly did you want this time? Well, I figured, since you're here, We continue our business we had back in Argia. So, seeing how you and your mage buddy were cornering the market for some some interesting little stimulants. I figured it'd be one of my boys introduced them to a little concoction of mine that got from contacts from, let's say, different side of the tracks. How would you feel about a little elixir? Something that would liven up your troops. Give them a bit more vigor, some regeneration, bit of regeneration. Have them feel 10 times strong. Have them feel stronger in a fight. It'll even give them a bit of flight too. Also, a tinker acquaintance of mine from Arzia reverse engineered some stuff from my associate's home plane. Bought one of these bad boys, and you'll have some firepower that's, well, able to match some of the finest wizards out there.
What's it called? Yeah, as it kind of like finishes, like you'll hear like the tap 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 of a cane, and just says, you really should keep your little covert operations in places where you're sure that there aren't any people around. I'm not a wood elf. I'm not a wood elf. I don't think my presence is that forgettable.
Huh. And kind of turn around looking at you, hold up. And who might you be?
Just a person passing by. I could be a friend, I could be a foe. Who's to say anymore? Good and evil are so gray nowadays. But let's just say that I have certain abilities to keep things under hush, or let the whole town know about something if I want them to.
Is this a bribe?
A bribe, a threat, blackmail, or a intriguing deal. Again, very gray. No more black and white these days. It's also frustrating, isn't it? Don't you worry.
Huh.
I'm not some sort of do-good or lawmaker. I'm not some person who goes out breathing in the name of justice. I did that for my apprentice. I'm just very interested in the little operation that you seem to be pulling, especially when it comes to the art of alchemy. It's quite a recent art, isn't it?
Well, it is interesting times, and it's handy to broaden people's horizons, especially when there's some coin to be had.
I
I'm
suppose
sorry. Hmm. Let's see. Actually, because of this. Ooh. Well. It's an interesting night for a little break from those festivities, isn't it, Miss, sorry, I didn't get your name.
Most people just know me by Father Maramil. It suits our conversation enough. I would imagine my full name wouldn't exactly hurry any favors. But what sort of things mean anything between business associates?
Well,
Now, I'm not entirely here for a cut of the profits, don't you worry. In fact, I might not even wish to interfere in your little operations. I do have one question, though, if you'll humor me. Mr. Armand,
oh, what's that?
what sort of dirt do you have on Miss Izumi? I'm not asking you to tell me anything. I'm just asking what sort of things do you know?
You a friend? When you say that, you see this woman's, brow begin to furrow a little bit.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, what are you? You a friend? Lover? Business partner?
I suppose business partner fits it best. We are working together for the time being. And, well, let's put it this way. I'm willing to keep your little operation under wraps if you make sure not to get in her way. And don't get me wrong. I'm not asking you to stand down because I want my dear friend to be in the most safe place possible because I can't stand to see her intimidated or ruffled. I think you'll understand me a bit better when I tell you that I'm just trying to curry some more favors with that woman.
Well, what a noble jester.
I
And
hate to please, Maramil says, by just bowing.
okay, because of of an ability of his, this is a straight roll for you.
Okay.
So give me a wisdom save.
Okay. 23.
Oh, let's friggin' go, Maramil. You feel like you almost felt your perception on reality shift a bit. Almost the visuals of Vazag Gorman manipulating his fingers like a marionette with strings, grasping your mind. For a moment, in your subconscious, you felt you had a pleasant conversation. You introduced yourselves. You asked about the weather. You almost forgot the conversation beforehand.
He just tried
As
to
he-
fucking modify memory me?
He tried to cast Modified Memory.
Oh my god.
You
What?
cast.
What I'll say in the counteract, like the counteracting, Vizago will kind of like see, like the projection of like Asmodeus, I'll say, just kind of like wagging his finger like,
And you.
I'm planning to add that to the curriculum to one of my apprentices' studies, but, well, we're still working on Phantasmal Force, you see.
You see his sort of cocky smile kind of crack a little bit, but continue nonetheless.
I should tell you that, I hold no hostility to the action that you just took upon me. Others would consider it a slight. I consider it good business. Don't you worry. But, and like Maramil kind of like extends their hand. If you agree to my terms when it comes to Miss Izumi, I swear hereby, under all the gods watching us at this very moment, that I will not spread a little rumor or two about your operations. And you'll be fine to continue whatever it is you were doing.
Give me an insight check.
18. Oh my Jesus Christ! Alright.
Okay. Easy. Well, he seems to be, well, how can I argue with good business?
You can't even tell that they're operating off 4 hours of fucking sleep.
Well, they seem to be. Yeah, they seem to be,
Yeah.
like, taking it.
What's it called? I want to ask you, Bard. Would I be able to, what's it called? Would I be able to cast, fucking Binding Contract from Crystal Talk?
Oh, let me look it up again, because it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but, hey, take your time. It's fine if not, but I'm gonna ask that.
I mean, hold on, let me look at Crystal. Let me load up Crystal Park real quick. Cause, friggin' A, I dang near got rid of that for a minute. Cause it's been.
What's it called?
Yeah, post it real quick.
Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord. Give me a moment.
Okay.
If you want, I'm happy to cast this with like a nerfed penalty because one of the penalties is death, and instead of death, we can just kind of like make it like psychic damage or something.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here's Crystal Punk. Binding. Binding contract. 1 minute. Duration. Duration 5 days. Jeez, thank you, Vorti, for posting it. Days upon 5 days punishment. If the objective, including restrictions, for example, the target, on damage chance, target, contact, spell slot. If a creature accepts a contract, a runic mark is burned into their palm. Lasts for duration. Then, if either creature fails the objective, must succeed on a charisma save, throw, which it makes with disadvantage, or be subjected to a punishment of your choice. Punishment. Actions. Punishment. 1 hour. Punishment. Attack and instantly dies. This spell is especially hard to dispel if the spell magic is cast upon it. To attempt to remove the spell effect, you must have spell slots at least
I
2
would
levels
love
higher.
this spell.
Up to 9th level maximum down to as well, in order to successfully end it. Okay. Okay. Australian language contains 2 objectives. Okay, so what's the 2 objectives?
So, my objective is do not cast the spell Rumor for the next 5 days. The penalty for breaching this contract is death. And for him, whenever possible, whenever possible, do not, whenever possible, call off any of your forces, and make sure that none of them, deal damage, make sure none of them bloody Miss Izumi. And the penalty is not going to be death, the penalty is actually going to just be call off your forces. So basically, if he fails this, he will just... the contract is basically meant to, slightly bind him. But I'm promising that if you, allow yourself to be bound to this, I will not cast Rumor at the risk of my own life. So, from his perspective, I'm giving him an extremely good deal.
Let's see.
Also, once he calls off, also, there's another bit of the clause of the of his objective is whenever his men are called off to not attack Izumi, they will say a debt is owed to Father Maramil.
Okay, and there is no saves for this shenaniganry unless they say frig your contract.
Exactly. The save only works if they breach it.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on. Damn it! Alright, no, it's okay. It's okay, because I have Black Hand's Fervor, which means 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is a 14.
Unfortunately, they are not evil aligned.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, instead...
Yeah, I figured you'd pull that
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, fuck. What's it called? Let's see. Fuck, it's not evil on. Fuck. Would I be able to... I am very certain this fucker is immune to the charm condition. However, there is no penalty to using this because he does not know that I tried to charm him. So I'm going to try to charm him.
You're gonna try and charm him.
Okay, so as you do so, it doesn't seem to hold effect on him. He is immune to the charm condition.
Hey, what about Alice?
Hmm?
What about Alice?
Alice Beverin. Okay. She has advantage on this.
Okay.
Wisdom save, you say?
Yes.
What is your
The
DC?
DC is 50.
Just makes it.
Okay. Well, fuck. In that case, like, Maramil will kind of, like, extend the hand and just kind of, like, ask, do we have a deal?
And how? Well, a deal this too good to be true tends to be.
Well, it does tend to be, well, too good to be true, except for the fact that I'm quite not a person you've ever encountered, I would dare say. The truth is, I don't care about your little operation. I'm just trying to leverage my connection with you in order to get to another ally. You could very well easily just leave. And if you try to send your men to intimidate Miss Izumi, well, then we'll stand against you. She is an ally at the moment, after all. I am sure you understand that part of business.
Of course.
Kind of like, I imagine like their hand was kind of like pulsing with like, like a sort of like green energy, but then they just kind of like, wipe their hand away. And, just like dispel that magic. If a contract is not to be made, then what do you propose to keep my silence? We both know your mind magic doesn't quite work on this steel trap of mine.
Well.
And please, don't try to give me gold. I have literally no use for it.
Well. Let's see. If you can't be you're not someone who's bought. And, well, your tactic of selflessness, well, that is an interesting ploy. However, let's say, we both want the same. Well, we both want the same thing. You wish to gain your favor with your Tabaxi compatriot. I wish to have a bit of a chat with her. And
Now
take back.
Now that seems like a deal too good to be true, if you don't mind me saying. What business exactly do you have with her?
Well, let's just say your friend has a few skeletons in her closet, and, well, those skeletons interfered with some of my business.
You must understand that I will not be able to persuade Miss Izumi even if I tried, unless you give me a very good reason to. Give me something to work with here, sir.
How much? And he has somewhat of a devilish grin on him. How much do you know of the Saluzzo family?
Well, you just let it slip that she has a last name. Not much.
Well,
And kind of holds a hand up. I am not in the business of knowing until she tells me herself. Let's leave it at the fact that she belongs to a family. Did this family wrong you in any way, or was she the culprit?
well, she was the culprit, but I want to know how much you did know about your compatriots.
I like to let the information come to me, not the other way around.
Not very proactive, are we?
Being proactive is not the will of the gods. I am still a man of the cloth, despite my appearances.
Well, men of the claw. Well, many people I have some respect for people of faith, but it's more of the gods is more of a game. Their own and their followers pieces on a board. I'd wish to see the game. Wish if you were to be a player, at least enjoy the game.
And Maramil actually kind of like undo some like the wrappings underneath like their dress and actually like expose the what's it called, the ball tattoo. And I will say that while being a player on the stage is very fun, it is my choice to be controlled.
Because of your background, give me an insight check as a straight roll.
Okay.
Because of exhaustion.
It's an exhaustion.
Yeah.
22.
You get the feeling, like, oh yeah, there's some recognition, but he's choosing not to play. He's choosing not to reveal shenaniganry. Also, you didn't notice this before, but under his shirt, under the collar of his shirt, it looks like he has a stylized tattoo of the holy symbol of Baal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Maramil will kind of like grin and say, I've already been visited by the Hand of Death. Perhaps our meeting today will carry me an audience with the Dagger of Blood. I suppose that's just hope. That's just wishful thinking on my part. But
Hmm.
I believe we've spent enough time here dawdling about and talking philosophy. Tell me exactly what Miss Izumi did to you, and I will see to it that appropriate retribution will be at hand.
Well, put it simply, she wronged me, and retribution is a bit in order.
You very well know that I cannot go off of simple wrongings. Tell me exactly what she did.
And where's the fun in that?
Where's
Uh,
the fun in not having your objective met? I can't very well do anything without an actual reason. I may serve the Lord of Murder, but, well, the Lord of Tyranny and the Lord of Death hold equal sway in my heart.
an absolutist. And here I thought you might be. Here I thought you might be more pleasant company. Oh,
An absolutist is, I suppose, putting it lightly. What's it called? Maramil will actually, pull out, a business card and, hand it to him. Not the Keeper's one, but, the Chapel of All the World's Evil. I had it. I won't expect your visitation, but I will welcome it if you do choose to.
I'll add it to my collection of business cards as he slips it into his jacket pocket.
Now, if you're not willing to tell me what Miss Izumi did, that's fine. I just won't be able to arrange that meeting you want.
Well, if money's not your fancy, well, if you what about additional favor with a mutual acquaintance of ours?
Surely you're not suggesting that you would be able to arrange a meeting with him.
I have my ways.
Well, I suppose I shall think of it. As Maramil will turn on their heel and look up to the sky and say, I really have always hated fireworks. And, just kind of staring up as it says, the festivities of those who believe that they've done right by themselves or their gods. The ones who scream the loudest are always the ones who are trying to muffle their skeletons. As Maramil will walk back through. And starting from this person.
Friggin'
Rumor!
you casted a spell.
Yeah, guards can come after me if they want.
It has been countered.
You know,
Okay.
in the place we are, even the spell rumor is not the most effective way to spread a rumor. Just
for
go
sure,
to,
yeah.
just go to any group, say a rumor, and it will spread itself.
Wait, you go up to this group?
No. Well, actually, you know what? Considering, like, Maramil made, friends with fucking Alabaster, Maramil will kind of, like, you know, just as they're passing, will, like, kind of whisper, if you could be a dear and pass this on. Mr. Armand is selling illegal drugs and is in cahoots with other masters.
Give me a charisma check, straight roll.
Alright. Damn, that's 12.
12. Okay, Ooh. Okay. So, you see his ears perk. You see his ears perked up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Might have got his attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll, just return to the group, basically. Well, I guess we'll just, like, meet up with Malum. Like...
Meanwhile, Malum, as you were kind of, as you kind of chilled a little bit, Marvel, comes up to you. Also, no, you fine. This was a scripted encounter for one of y'all to come up.
Abby's good the old time. Good.
Listen,
Katya.
I didn't just kill, I was asking how she's doing while keeping an eye on Maramil.
She's doing better. She finally caught her breath, and with that, she goes back to serving drinks for folks.
You sure you're ready to go back yet? Don't push yourself too hard now.
I think I'm fine. Thank you. Malum, was it?
Yes, Malum. Malum Umbra of the House of Loot, but I prefer just Malum.
I'm Carrie. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
And she goes back to serving drinks
And,
to people.
Maramil kind of walks in and just kind of says, "Oh, doing your fair share of do-gooding, are we, Malum Umbra?
What
dare
if
say that Tiefling boy has rubbed off on you a little bit too much."
Listen, what is chaos if you're doing only bad things? To balance it, you need to do some good as well. For
Very
true
fair.
chaos to happen.
That's quite fair. No. I've been slighted by Mr. Armand, and I've also learned a bit of dirt on him. Would you care to help me spread a few rumors?
Oh, yes. I already know a few people I can spread it like wildfire.
And Maramil will basically just give him, like, not just, like, that small rumor, because that small rumor is basically meant for the spell rumor, but we'll basically just give him, like, the fucking details on, like, the potions that he's selling. Like, the one that makes him, like, makes people stronger, gives them flight, and, what was the third one?
Well, you're not sure if there were different potions or the
Just
effects of
same
war,
one.
or just the effects
Those
of
are
the same one.
cross-fading people, I swear.
Oh,
Like,
no,
you didn't know. Like, you don't know if it was like multiple potions. You didn't get that because this was in the midst of a conversation.
Yeah.
that you caught. You didn't catch the start.
I
Yeah.
already know the perfect place to spread this rumor.
Also, cause he can do that.
Also, part of the rumor will actually say, also make sure to spread the fact that he's a ballist.
Will do. And
Uh,
we need to talk later about how you're doing.
No? What is there to talk about?
Don't give me a general grin. You know I can look past it. But let's wait for a later moment.
okay, so
Are you fine on your own for now?
Yes, quite. I will
Then,
meet up with the others post-haste. I
Then I will-
believe that I gave dear Zackary a little bit too much autonomy.
then I will fulfill your wish and spread this rumor. As you see Malum walk to the stable,
6.
he's like, Ned, I heard some strange things and I just want to warn you, seeing that I'm a fan of yours.
Actually, hold up. Let me check something real quick for Ned. Do. Okay. You see for like a... Actually, give me a check real quick. Arcana check using your wisdom.
Alright, then any advantages?
What spells you got on your spell list again?
Quite a few. Cheat, Dancing Lights, Guidance, Total Dead, Minor Illusion, Prestidigitation, Summon Spider, Cause Fear, Command, Cure Wounds, Dissonant Whispers, Fire, Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Sanctuary, Augury, Blindness, Deafness, Calm Emotions, Darkness, Hold Person, Alas, Mischief, Prayer of Healing, Throat Hand, Son of Truth, Spirit Weapon, Bestow Curse, Blackened Heart, Counterspell, Daylight, Enemies Bound, Fast Friends, Funeral Pyre, Mass Healing Word, Part and Partial, Remove Curse, Revivify, Spirit Guardians, Theft of Tongue, Wave of Pain.
Okay.
Start the fire.
Because you've got a couple of enchantment spells on your repertoire. I'll say you get a +1 to this.
Alright, so this is +3 in total to whatever I roll. So that's a 5.
No.
Malum is back.
I
And my
mean-
luck as well. Let's go.
Okay, so you don't notice what would transpire. Well, you have news. I've heard some. I heard some news too.
Oh?
Apparently, and he kind of does the big whisper,
Yeah.
and these three kind of huddle up. Apparently, there is a suspicious woman in our midst.
What? Who might you be referring to?
Elf with green hair, spectacles, very fancy feather dress. Apparently, you didn't hear it from me, but I hear she's plotting evil I hear she plots evil schemes with the Dead 3.
I don't know, wrong, really.
And
That's just correct.
is plotting to subvert, to do away with good people in the city.
From whom may you have heard this?
Well, Ned heard it from another person who told them, and he heard it through grapevine, as word in common.
Oh my god.
Question, Jericho.
Yes.
Would Maramil ever have shared their spells with Malum?
I would say probably not. It probably wouldn't have come up in conversation.
No, I'm just curious if I would know about rumor.
What's it called? Maramil is what's it called? I will say that Maramil's not giving up on rumor. It's a first level spell, and they have like a fuck ton of spell slots. What's it called? Basically, Maramil's just like after they got initially counterspelled, I will say that they're going to be looking for like a blind spot, basically.
Unfortunately, because of how high security the event is, there ain't no blind spots in the room.
What's it called?
A couple of people were able to sneak some stuff,
Okay.
but now the guards are aware.
Alright, that's fine.
So, Malum would say, well, what I came to say, you know how you said might is right?
That
How disrespectful wouldn't it be when people give drugs to enhance people's might purely because of the drugs?
if people do have sneaky tricks, all the more reason that shows might of cunning. If you're sneaky enough to take on someone.
Yeah, but you said no magics during these tournaments, right?
What is someone using magic in tournament?
I heard this rumor, and you didn't hear this from me, alright?
Nah.
That Visago Armand is spreading these drugs to contestants and a lot more to determine the results of these tournaments.
To who? I shall crush him like a bug.
And he slams the table and almost flies up. These two are trying to hold it down. Like, easy, big guy.
I just wanted to warn you because it seems dangerous, you know? And I've heard that he's here tonight. So maybe warn other people about this as well.
Give me a persuasion or deception check, but it is a straight roll.
Not advantage because of all the pre-work I did to prevent them.
Well, there is a reason why it's not advantage.
Alright. Persuasion, deception are both the same. But I will say persuasion. I don't think it's a lie. What are these rules? Like, Jesus fuck!
What the fuck you mean?
This is for real me.
Dah. I shall tell you me who's taking these drugs, Anna. Well, I'll let the promoter know of the shifty business going on.
The problem is, with just removing the people who take them, you don't take care of the problem.
Blah.
As long as this doesn't come to light about him, you will always have this disrespect against you.
Ugh. Then if people who take drug in honorable fight, then they get removed. Then that is problem solved. Yeah.
You two, Malfuck, Dark, you are friends as well, right?
I mean, he kind of has a point. Like,
You get the feeling that they're of the mindset of simple problems need simple solutions. If they're not there, then what's the point? Like,
Listen, and what about all the other contestants?
I mean, I think they do drug tests, so they'll find out.
How do you do drug tests in like a fantasy setting?
Yeah,
Detect poison and disease.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Like I didn't like say it as like they wouldn't be able to do it. I was just like curious, like how do you do that?
Yeah, detect poison and disease. Zone of truths.
you know, I just tried to warn you guys, and by only focusing on the people who take them, you will never solve this problem. But I still wish you the best, Ned, and I will still come rooting for you. I
Yeah,
don't
very
know
well.
who take them, I just know who supplies them.
Yeah, very well. And
Also, to the next one. You notice also how Malum does this around the gossiping nobles. For a reason.
okay. Let's see. How many are there? Oh shoot. Actually, because of that, you get two conflicting rumors. One that's similar to the one Ned told you, and one that's similar to the one Maramil told you.
Mm-hmm.
Maramil,
Yeah.
because your proximity. Give me an Arcana check with your spellcasting mod.
Okay. Sure. So this will be a +2. 8. I'm so tired, man.
I mean, you could have. Well, for a blink and you miss it moment, you thought you saw one of the eyes of one of the nobles was glazed over for a quick second, but you're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
Because I have a fucking plan. I have a plan because of the way rumor specifically works. What's it called? Maramil is going to, kind of like, go over to, like, Aisha and, like, and, like, Madam Knighton, actually. These people they haven't met yet, have they?
no.
It's just no. The Maramil will actually kind of, like, take, like, a deep bow and say, I don't believe that we've actually properly been introduced. My name is Father Maramil, and it's a pleasure to meet you two lovely ladies. I dare say there's not really too many people here who particularly care about appearances other than you two, me, my companions. Everyone else here seems to be quite generic.
What is your charisma score?
My charisma score is 14.
Okay.
What's it called? I will ask if this is like impression, first impressions. I will ask if I can have a circumstantial bonus that because of my custom made fucking clothes.
Not much first impressions, more
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm using euphemism here, Bart.
Yeah. Your first impressions with them, even with your +1 with fashion, doesn't meet the DC for that, I should say.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Father Maramil. Most people refer to me as Madam Nightshade, and this is my assistant, Aisha.
What's it called? And kind of nods and pleasure to meet you, Madam Nightshade. And kind of takes Aisha's Aisha's hand and just kind of kisses the back of it. Very not romantic it's more just the noble type of
Like the noble.
Yeah.
Actually, what is your wisdom?
My wisdom is good. It is 18.
Well, your circumstance bonus didn't pique Mount Nightshade's interest, but did for Aisha. Well, pleasure to meet you, Father Maramil, was it?
Yes, that is what most people refer to me as. I have quite a longer name, but I do not wish to use up the time of a lady such as yourself.
Might like to know it at some point. And she kind of flicks her hair behind the ear a little bit.
Perhaps outside of a droll circumstance such as this, I believe you two have already made acquaintances with my dear friend Malum Umbra, as well as the person in my local parentis, Samire.
You're acquainted with them. So you're the Maramil they told us about. It's lovely to meet you.
They've only said bad things, I very much hope.
Well, what brings you to our little corner here?
Well, I was reuniting with my dear Samire. I needed to make sure that she was doing well. She does tend to flourish in these areas, but if someone is in your care, you must do all you can to make sure that they're doing well.
Actually, speaking of, I need Samira to make me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, what race is she again?
Shadar-kai.
That is a straight roll.
Yeah, that is the wrong fucking thing. That is a, what's it called? That is a, because she has proficiency in wisdom saves.
Okay, so plus the 21. She heard whispers in the back of her head, a description of you, Maramil, conspiring to to do some diabolical schemes within the city.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll actually, go up to Maramil and, whisper into their ears.
But she doesn't know from who. That's the
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah. Maramil will kind of, lean in, eyebrow raise. I do sense that somebody is putting the image of yours truly into the minds of many. Quite flattering, but I believe this might be this might make a further rendezvous a bit difficult. Wouldn't you agree, my dear Aisha?
She kind of blanked out for a second, and then kind of composed herself a little bit. Like, well, I mean, if you wish, we can make a deal. You can look me up. And she hands you business card.
Business card exchanges, baby. That's what ballroom things are all about. Marvel will kind of take it and just kind of slip it into her dress because these things don't have pockets.
Mm-hmm. They ain't so no pockets, but yeah.
And what's it called? Maramil will kind of nod and dip dip down to take her hand again and kind of say, my apologies, but do you mind if I use your center as a conduit to counteract these baseless rumors of yours truly?
Oh. And friggin' hearing that, you see friggin' Madam Nice Shades start to grin a little bit. Oh, I love. What's this I hear of rumors?
Rumors that I won't tell you. I won't reveal if they are true or not. I believe that little bit of allure is why it puts a little spice in your life. But I'm trying to spread some of my own. And Marvel will kind of in the moment of bowing down, while they're in the corner surrounded by people, because of how rumor works, it says that any creature within 100 feet of a person I cast it on, just the rumor basically just spreads like that. If I just cast it right in front of someone, using their body to block me, using the staircase and everything, if I just use rumor on a willing creature, that'll still just spread the fucking rumor.
Well, there is good news and bad news with that.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, it can work. However, bad news and worse news. So, yeah, it spreads. However, it seems like two different rumors are colliding with similar informations. However, cause you try being sneaky, casting your spell. However, the gods are coming downstairs a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The Custodos. This time, more seasoned officers are coming down the stairs.
Pretend you're doing a cool magic trick. I mean, if you think about it, I was.
Hmm. Excuse me.
Yes.
Would you be? Are you currently? Now, which one? Out of you four, which one of you was conducting magic within the premises?
I'm very sorry, Commander, but the only thing I was conducting was a beautiful symphony for my dearest Aisha. And you're quite interrupting.
As you say that, the more armored individuals of the casinos seem to have these little compasses that point directly towards you.
Is it? May I ask a little thing?
Yeah.
Is it about how many times you cast it or how strong? Because throughout this night, Malum keeps casting non-damaging spells.
It's essentially it's a magic item that they have that Vorti he might know what I'm talking about.
You don't need to explain it. All I'm saying is, would it also point to Malum because of all the spells he keeps casting?
They've been pointing to you as well.
Yeah, Malum's.
But currently, this is the one they picked up first.
Malum steps up. He says, "Miss Torment, Mr. Thorn, I gotta be honest. I've been casting quite the spells tonight. All harmless. Dancing light, minor illusion, prestidigitation. Just to do some fun gimmicks. I'm so sorry. I did not know that was against the rules."
We're aware of your abjuration illusion magic. However, this woman here has been casting a few enchantments in the area. Also, Ritama, you seem to match the description of a person of interest. A person of interest that we're investigating.
A person of interest, you say? My, I'm quite flattered. If you must know, I have been taking the time out of my day to help the person in my care, kind of like placing a hand on Samiri's head. I have been helping them. They've been struggling with phantasmal force recently. I've been helping them here and there. I believe it most likely would have been detected as some sort of malignant spell. And I would imagine that perhaps those in Xyla are not privy to this, but the mastering of certain spells can be very important to the youth of Inspire. Or surely you're not going to arrest me for cultural differences.
No, not for cultural differences. You're under arrest. You are being detained for suspicion of being a member of the cult of the Absolute, conspiracy to supplant government officials, and the illegal use of enchantment magic.
I object! Yells Zackary from across the fucking hall. Good people of the local watch. Surely you are not making this sort of accusations during a event such as this. What would the
On the
attendees
fucking
say?
table.
Hey, sir! Get off the table!
No.
Kind of holding up a pike.
Pike. Do not aim those mortal implements at me. He will look
He
over-
taps the pike, it starts to electrify into
my
his
God.
whole max stature.
fucking Magna Guard staff. He says, great, I could use some illumination. This place is awfully dark. Please do not, and I repeat, do not, make yourselves, make a scene out of all of this. He says while standing there. What's it called? It's clearly put some claws. Zackary will say, dare I say these accusations are outrageous against my associate. What proof do you have of such claims?
What's it
Well-
called? Sumire will kind of like speak up and says, I believe the proof he's looking for is the fact that perhaps Father Maramil's image appeared in his mind, as well as the whispers of a plot. Is that correct, Commander Thorne?
He kind of thinks about it for a moment. Well, we had it on a thought. We had it on a... If you must know, we did. We did get an anonymous tip that a person matching your description has been the result of is a suspect for civil unrest.
What's it called? Yeah, Sumire will kind of say, Father Maramil was also being accused of being a war criminal by people, but the patrician shut that down. The patrician's right there. Shouldn't he have a say in this? Or does Xylan bureaucracy not work properly?
Well,
You know, in Ebonspire, whenever there would be a government official present at the place, they would have say because they have, you know, some sort of rule. But if the captain of the guard is free to do whatever they want and flout the authority of the place's ruler, then by all means, I'm sorry for misunderstanding the way things work here.
what are you insinuating, Miss?
In Ebonspire, if Miss Beatrix Crane is in the room, guards answer to her. Or if the president is, if the ruler of the current territory is in the room, the guards answer to them. But you seem to act on your own, which is a very interesting way of governing. I think they call this martial law in history class. Is that what's happening? She looks
This
at
is-
him, she stares up at him with like innocent fucking eyes.
Miss, this is not martial law. We're only here to question. question
Well, why
her
doesn't the
on the
person-
security.
Then why doesn't the patrician have a say?
We were going to escort her to the patrician to sort this matter out.
It seems like quite the kangaroo court you have going on here. Whatever that animal may be. This process seems all backwards.
Silas Blackthorn seemingly drunkenly swaying over to Commander Thorn and looking over at the guards with their electrified pikes. This freaking electrified man catcher's like, oh, what seems to be the situation, officer? You're causing a bit of a scene. Then, well, like the lady said, he wouldn't want the patrician. His feathers getting ruffled up, especially in front of his family and all. So, what? I mean, it was probably some prank. Probably a prank someone was pulling, huh? And no harm's come of it. What are y'all's passives?
Perception?
Passive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Really
wait.
bad right now.
13.
16.
Let me see real quick. Did I have my... Yeah, it's 12. It's 12
And-
because I'm exhausted.
Insight is also 16.
Passive perception of 16 or higher. You see Silas Blackthorn kind of sliding a small pouch of coin over to the watch commander. And I think, after all, it is Founders Day. Wouldn't want black mark on your records. Sir, are your guards allowed to ignore your authority and arrest people entirely on the pretenses of rumors because it's a
very interesting
very...
way of governing. What gave you the inspiration to relinquish your power to Commander Thorn? He says with like bug eyes, like completely innocently, like she's like just genuinely interested in like this new country's way of governing.
Basically, the patrician kind of... Oh no, yes, America is in the aura. Give her a wisdom save.
What's it called? Let's see. It'd be really funny if she succeeded, but she probably won't.
Not 20. Let's
What?
go!
It is an actual nat 20!
She is too innocent. She's too innocent to be afraid of him.
I feel like the people around him are like amazed at this little girl going up to him and like tugging at his shirt to get his
Like,
attention.
Aside from like his daughter, who is immune to it, this is the only other little kid who's like not afraid.
Like it
Mirror
just
now
like, points
gets-
towards Commander Thorn and just like talks about like because he told me that he was entirely under authority to decide the fate of my guardian. Okay, very interesting, sir. I'd love to know your methodology behind this.
Is that so? And kind of has this sort of pensive stare, this glower to him, and then looks over at his daughter with the kind of smile that he that this man can give. I'm sorry, Sophia. I have to conduct duty calls again. But we're going to watch the fireworks. This will be a moment, dear. Okay, but be back before they're over, okay? I will, dear. And then he goes back to his glower, and he just marches over.
Sumire takes place.
Yeah, so you can like sit in his seat and like talk to Sophia and just kind of say like, the fireworks are really interesting, but have you ever looked at the stars beyond them? I can tell you the constellations if you like. I'm still studying them, but I could show you them.
She seems really interested too. And meanwhile, the patrician and his assistant just walk over. 'Cause oh boy, the friggin' guard are doing their shenaniganry in broad view of
Yeah.
other people.
Does Malum need to make the West save as well?
I call it.
Yes, Malum has to make the wisdom save as well.
Does Drow get any advantage? No, it's just charmed.
This is a frightened effect, not a charm.
Yeah. I was looking if I had anything against frightened.
No, that is a fail. Zackary. Yeah, this man is intimidating as hell. Let's see.
I'm so fucking happy for
Because
some
of-
fucking reasons.
Because of this. Because of circumstances right now, they got
Oh my God.
disadvantage.
Holy shit!
Yo.
Fuck!
This is a dude on a mission.
Zackary and Izumi don't give a fucking shit.
Yeah, they don't give. They like, okay, something's going down. Whatever.
You know, even though Malum has the frightened condition, with the chaos that is to presume, you see him with the biggest smile you've seen him. Except for the one time he died.
Yeah, because of his shenaniganry, the aura of unease. Like, forget it. Let's see. Commander Thor. Commander Thorn. I say he's got disadvantage on this. Roll public.
Right, now that
That
we've gathered everybody here together, fire!
Friggin' Captain Stormwind. Let's see.
Fuck that one fucking night, holy shit.
She kind of looks like, and she kind of tugs on Commander Thorn's collar, like, Stormwind, I'm in the ahem. And the slow deadpan turn around. Lord Veterinary, how are you? Am I to understand that the current commanding officer of the casinos and commander of the of Xyla's standing army is engaging in martial law during festivities. He's promoting history of peace between between the Roston Confederation and amongst visiting dignitaries. As I recall, this is we were not at war, and I did not have guards seizing. You see about that. We was conducting investigations. This individual was spreading this dissent amongst the populace, and they absolutely. We were told that they were absolutely. So was planning on.
It's quite good to see you again, Sir Patrician, as threatening as always. Have you been enjoying your meal? It looked quite delicious the last time we met.
I was, until overzealous guards were overstepping their bounds. Now, if this was an act of martial law, I would have every right and authority to see you at the gallows, Commander Thorn. However, given that it is Founders Day and I am currently with my family, who you have rudely interrupted, our quality time together, I shall give you this. You have to call off the guards and leave these individuals in peace. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Men, it is dismissed. Sir.
They kind of just bugger off very fastly, because friggin' Patrician.
Now that that's dealt with, Zackary just gets off the table.
And would you kindly not step on the furniture?
You must understand, Sir Patrician. I was outraged at the treatment of one of my associates. For a second, I could not control myself. But you have to admit, it made quite an image.
Nevertheless, it's seen as bad form to step on the placemats. Try not to drag footprints on the table sets.
If you would allow me to clean it up through precipitation, if it's actually stained, that is.
It's more like smudges of like food and alcohol that were cleaned up earlier. But yeah, precipitation can just clean it up.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to click it. What's it called? He would only do it if he's given like the permission to do so, because he doesn't want to upset the guards. Like.
You are allowed to.
Very well.
Now, Commander Thorm, shouldn't you arrest this man for dissent and disturbing the peace, for daring to cast his dastardly cantrip?
Careful, for cleaning arts can be most deadly, Commander.
Shouldn't there be other duties that you need to attend to, Commander? Like maintaining actual security and not harassing my guests? Yes, sir. Right away.
Since we're doing accusations, I must accuse the current director of the orchestra of being a fraud.
Actually, Commander, Could you
He's
come-
he's
Yeah,
gone. He does
yeah,
not
no, but
want to deal
they-
with sending him.
They need to walk past Malum, so Malum is like,
I'd also
Commander,
want to follow Commander Thorn.
there is
in a bit.
something really important in security I needed to tell to you. So if you could please get a bit of privacy.
Upstairs.
I follow you.
I'll tag along.
What's it called? One last thing before they head off.
Yeah,
Maramil-
what's up?
Maramil will kind of like, let's say like, I do very much apologize for the disruption, Madame Aisha. Would I be able to make it up to you with a dance beneath the stars, perhaps?
Kind of almost blanked out for a second again, and then like, oh, well, certainly. So yeah. I'll say y'all will be dancing outside
Yeah.
to the fireworks. Okay, so meanwhile, Malum and Izumi, what y'all's up to?
Well, do I get some privacy with the commander?
Yeah, I'll say you.
Right.
They took y'all to a side room.
Yeah. Malum says he knows normally it wouldn't be my job to say this. So I hope I will be treated with confidentiality. As just a secret source. But I heard from some very, very trustworthy sources that God, I forgot the first name of
Vizago.
what?
Vizago Armand?
Yeah, the Sargamont was spreading very illegal and very dangerous drugs.
And do you have any proof of that? Or is this another instance of accusations that, need I remind you, can, if the tradition was not as lenient as he was thus far, that would be your head and my...
Commander, I heard them talk themselves. I couldn't record it because, well, spells aren't allowed. But yes, I heard him himself say it.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Can I chip in?
Yeah, you're with him.
Izumi will also say, I do believe that the person with the cultist you are looking for is this Vizago Armand. I saw they had a bout or two. A fact that I can justify under Zone of Truth if needed.
Make that straight roll then. Give him a help action.
Come on, don't suck this
I'm
time!
going to.
Yes!
Hold on. Oh, well, I was gonna
18.
say, if I see them talking to oh boy, could I?
They're in a private.
I mean,
Oh,
you
okay.
saw me walk away.
Yeah, you could give them a bark inspiration while they were going up the stairs.
Bardic inspiration.
Which is AD.
A D6.
D6.
Let's go!
Oh my god. Fucking, what is up with this
Freaking
some like fucking Marvel Rivals team up going on with like Zackary and Drow.
So yeah.
Hey, you said that Malum needed to spread these rumors.
Yeah.
And he got some great connections.
Well, if that's the case, we'll look into it. But it appears Vizago Armand had left a few minutes ago.
I saw, but I didn't know how to tell you guys before he left. It would have been suspicious to immediately walk to you guys, right?
That may be. But we'll be on the lookout then. For now,
Thank you.
for now, it seems that the festivities are dying down a bit. Shall we escort you and your compatriots to your coaches?
There'll be no need for that.
Yeah, no need. But thank you very much for the offers. There was a few more people I needed to talk to.
Very well.
And before they leave, Malum would just whisper to Stormwind. Just between you and me, I really don't see how Miss Ironheart got the promotion over you. That's not at all to butter you up. Just, God, what is she full of herself with little proof.
I couldn't agree more. Friggin', you get into your POV. Commander Captain Swan will remember this. So,
Hey, I
yeah.
finally tried to be a bit more charismatic, alright?
Hey, it's fucking working, bro. Like, you're awesome.
Yeah. Friggin'. With that, we'll have to, as the party begins to die down and guests are starting to make their leave, we'll have to end the session for today.
That's fair.
That's fair. Only 3 more to 100% is. Don't you dare take it
only
away.
3 more sessions in the ball. No. What's it called?
I'll tell you all right now. You found all the side quests.
I know, but you know I don't care about it.
I'm really enjoying this courtly intrigue. Myself. It's pretty legit. I think everybody's doing a pretty good job role playing. I like all the interactions.
I think so too. God, what do I love your characters. And Jericho, I love every single follower you have as well. You do really.
I can't believe Samira is going to accidentally, incidentally, create a fucking alliance with the patrician's daughter.
Yes, exactly.
And funny enough, they're about the same age too.
They're about the same age. They have the same hair.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Do you want to sing a soft bard?
Sure. Will our intrepid daggers continue their escapades in the ball? What other secrets will they reveal? And what secrets has Vizagar Aman pulling behind the scene? These questions and more will be answered next time. The Keepers, Daggers of Darkhold.
Hey.
Thank you all for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
We are offline.